In this video lesson, let's answer the recent IELTS speaking cue card about a line or a few words that you remember from a song or poem. Let's make sure to achieve your target band score or even get a band 9. Here's the cue card. Describe a line or a few words that you remember from a song or a poem. You should say what it is, which song or poem it is from, how you knew it, and how you feel about it. In my previous video about the list of cue cards, I suggested the song Twinkle Twinkle Little Star as a good answer. So today I will create a monologue based on my suggestion so you'll understand better why I suggested that song and why being strategic is very important to ace your IELTS speaking exam. Without further ado, let's get started. Now, here's my monologue. Well, you might laugh at me, but I'm more than eager to talk about every child's lullaby, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, since it has a deeper meaning if we listen to it closely. I find many interpretations of that song both entertaining and fascinating. The lyrics of this lullaby are from the poem The Star, written by an English poet, Jane Taylor, from the 19th century. Of course, I learned this song when I was little, and I believe this is part of everyone's childhood. This song or poem has many adaptations around the world, which make it more accessible to everyone, and because of that, it became world famous. Actually, that song reminds me of my innocence when all I wanted was to be safe in my parents' loving arms, most especially when I need to hit the hay. Listening to it helped me get to sleep because of its soothing melody. That was when I was just a kid. Back when I started learning literature in school during my high school days, I realized that it could be interpreted in so many ways. Upon reading some interpretations, I did learn that that song was more than a song for making a child sleep. First, what I learned was that that's written from the perspective of a child who wonders and addresses the star directly to what it is. It does simply portray the innocence of a child. However, the interpretations vary a lot. I read some interpretations of that song from different authors or poets, and I learned that it could mean a poor man's wonder about what it would be like to have a privileged kind of life. But one interpretation that struck me the most was the political view of that song. The first line, Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are, could mean an ordinary man sees political leaders but doesn't know anything about them. The second line, up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky, could simply mean those leaders are higher than everyone else, and that makes them untouchable by the ordinary people. Diamond could mean the wealth that leaders possess, which the commoners could only wish for. Well, anyway, that's what I like about songs or poems. They're open for many interpretations, and Twinkle Twinkle Little Star is no exception. Now, let's start answering part 3 questions. What can people learn from songs or poems? Well, mostly life lessons because each song or poem is a literary product of the author or composer's life experiences, such as love, success, failure, betrayal, some social issues, to name but a few. It is through songs or poems that we find peace, inspiration, strength, and consolation whenever we feel down in the dumps or being completely lost. Thanks to the creative minds of writers or songwriters, we're able to connect with people and understand the life experiences or challenges that we're going through listening or reading the words from their songs or poems that they carefully and heartily compose. Next, do you think it is easier for children to learn a song or a poem than adults? Why? I believe so. As we know, a child's brain is incredibly sensitive to external stimuli. They are like sponges absorbing information around them and then actively responding or making sense of it. In other words, they can easily learn a song or a poem or play a musical instrument because of the unique characteristics of their brain. Unlike us adults who are mostly preoccupied with various kinds of things that distract us from learning how to memorize poems, songs, or play a musical instrument, children are simply incredible in learning new things quickly. So, if I become a parent one day, I'll make sure to enroll my child for music lessons. Do you think children like the rhythm of songs or poems? Why or why not? Although I'm not a parent yet or a psychologist who can understand the behavior of a child professionally, I believe children love the rhythm or the melody of songs, most especially for children's songs. If they didn't, then children's music wouldn't come into existence. Actually, the children's music industry is a gigantic business simply because children find pleasure in listening to that kind of music. Also, I've never heard of a child who doesn't enjoy listening to music. I do believe that they like music, maybe except for heavy metal or hard rock music. Next, are you good at memorizing things? Unfortunately not. I tend to forget things very easily, and I don't know why. Maybe I don't pay much attention to things, or perhaps I'm just having faulty memory. In fact, I didn't do well on history quizzes when I was a student. As you know, most history questions asked on exams examine students' retention. I terribly failed on remembering important dates, complete names of significant people in the past, and the like. As a result, I never achieved a perfect score in any history quizzes I took. To be honest with you, I tried taking some memory enhancers sometime in the past, but to no avail. Now, we have some more vocabulary that you can use when talking about a poem or a song. Use any of these descriptive words for you to boost your mark for the criterion lexical resource. Like this video if you find value. Do you have any comments or questions? Please leave them in the comment section below and let's have a conversation. Also, don't forget to subscribe for IELTS Speaking video lesson updates. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next lesson, have a lovely day.